Hello everyone. So today we are going to make chromyl chloride. It is an corrosive carcinogenic strong oxidizer. So for this we require chemicals. These chemicals. This is potassium dichromate, sulfuric acid, and this is table salt, common table salt. For this I have measured out around 26.4 grams of common table salt. This table salt is in the reaction flask now. Here I have measured out around 30 grams of potassium dichromate, and now I will mix these two. So here I have mixed this potassium dichromate and table salt. Now I will put this reaction flask inside the heating mantle, and now we will measure out the concentrated H2SO4 for the reaction needed. So here I have measured around 59.5 grams of H2SO4. So let's start the reaction. So I will put this H2SO4 in the reaction vessel. Let's start the heating first. I'll put this slowly, not at once. On the other side of the reaction, I will put this beaker to contain the chromyl chloride. So here I have set up the collection vessel. Now I will put rest of the acid slowly. As you can see, the reaction has started inside the flask. There are red vapors of chromyl chloride. The heating is at very mild right now. I will increase it after I put in every bit of the H2SO4. So the reaction has started inside. So let this distillation process continue. I will show you after some of the distills are collected. So now I have poured in the entire H2SO4, and you can see the vapor is slowly climbing and it has filled up the vessel also. So this process will continue slowly, and it will be a process, the distillation will continue. So I have increased the heating a bit, and as you can see, the chromyl chloride droplets are slowly collecting. Eventually the distillate will come and collect here. Theoretically we should have around 16 ml of chromyl chloride. Let's see our yield percentage at the last. Hello everyone. So due to some inconvenience, I have swapped out the heating mantle with this ethanol burner, and the reaction is still the same. It is heating up. Let's see whether it will success or not. So here I have started collecting some drops of chromyl chloride. As you can see, it has started to drip. So we can say that our experiment is hence successful. Let's see how much I can collect, and then at last I will show the yield. So now after quite a few time, we can see that the reaction vessel has started to clear up, and although it is boiling, there are no more chromyl chloride vapors that can be seen out here. So after 3 to 4 minutes I will stop the reaction, as I can see no more chromyl chloride, and hope you can see I have collected some decent amount of it here, and also some of in the condenser. So let's end the reaction and then calculate the ultimate yield. So here I have ultimately dismantled the setup. You can see this was the reaction flask. Now it contains some salts like potassium bisulfate and chromium sulfate. And now my product chromyl chloride is right here. Let's measure the amount of chromyl chloride. Theoretically it should be around 16.2 ml. Hope I get close to that.